Hello, Pisces. Welcome to Lotus Heart Tarot. I'm so happy to have you here. Baba, no barking. Sorry about that. I am so happy to have you here, and clearly Bhakti is too. He says hello. So anyway, here we go. We're going to dive straight into your reading. I do just want to remind you that this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I've been getting a lot of this energy this morning of opening to receive abundance, like even saying that or maintaining that energy, even when you don't feel like it. I literally had a vision of Eeyore, and you know how there's like that cloud hanging over him and his eyes are all droopy, and it was like I heard in Eeyore's head, I am open to receiving all forms of abundance, which it's sort of funny to say that because you just can't picture Eeyore saying that. And then you see the cloud move away and the sun come out. So anyway, I don't know, I don't know if it's time to start that mantra of I am open to receiving all forms of abundance. Or, you know, if this is, it's like the free will choice that you can make to support this energy that wants to come in towards you right now. Yeah. Oh my. Okay. I was guided to get these cards, and these cards are very special to me. They have gotten me through personally a lot of really difficult times. They're one of my older decks. And I just love these cards, and I don't use them very often, but I was really guided toward them this morning. So Pisces, you know, with that whole Eeyore thing, it says there's nothing to worry about. And you have this angel here with the dove of peace, and you see his hand is like on his heart. He's like saying, you know, like, I'm telling you, there is nothing to worry about here, Pisces. It says, you are safe, and the situation is under the perfect control of the divine providence and universal order. Only infuse loving thoughts and emotions into the situation to ensure that the highest possible outcome flows effortlessly to and through you. Guys, that is exactly what I was picking up on in my meditation. Exactly. It always blows me away how these things happen. But wow, wow, and wow. I feel sometimes like Spirit does it this way, like gives me the message in meditation and then gives you the card that says exactly that to impress it upon you so that you believe it. I feel like there are some stubborn energies out there in you Pisces that need a little extra convincing or a little extra proof that it's real. You know, it may sort of go against what you have personally experienced time and time again. And so sometimes those things are harder to believe, or you've gotten your hopes up in the past and they haven't happened. So you'd rather not get your hopes up. It's funny, I was talking to an Aquarian, really close friend of mine I've had for, God, well over a decade. And, you know, she's had her fair shares of ups and downs and some really difficult downs for sure. And she's in a situation right now where her hopes are getting up, right? And she said to me, you know, in the past, I've worried about getting my hopes up. And she goes, but you know, I sat and thought about it. She actually went for a walk and sat on a bench, and she was just looking at these trees in this park, and she was thinking about, you know, not her resistance to getting her hopes up. And she said, and then I realized, gosh, you know, hope is a pretty great feeling. And I'm going into this situation regardless, right? Because this is what the circumstance is. And she said, you know, why not have hope? Why not experience this circumstance in its highest form? Why not get the most out of it? Sure, my highest hope may not happen, but the experience of having hope or allowing myself to go into that hope state feels very freeing and very high vibrational. And so why am I resisting it so hard? And she said, if I don't want the past to dictate my present and my future, then I have to allow myself to keep being hopeful. And I was like, wow, you know, okay. And I was like, well, I didn't want to say anything to her. I just wanted her to sit with her own feelings. And I said, you know, I think that you're onto something there. And she was like, yeah, me too. And she goes, I'm going to be hopeful. And then I was talking to my husband about it later. And he was like, yeah, it's like when you buy a lottery ticket. My husband loves to play the lottery. He's really cute. And he's all right with the lottery. But he said, you know, I really feel like the best part of buying a lottery ticket is the whole period of time you have before they call the winning numbers, where you imagine how many of your friends you're going to help and how that's going to feel and what that looks like, and you know what, like just what you're going to do with the money and the excitement and the joy of spending it. And he goes, and if I win, then I get to have that experience in advance, and then I get to experience it again. And if I lose, I can just buy another lottery ticket. And I was like, yeah. So there's an energy here, I feel like, where we're talking about allowing ourselves to have hope and allowing ourselves to welcome abundance into our life and opening up to receive. You guys have gotten a lot of messages surrounded, or, you know, circulating around or revolving around the energy of the feminine, which is reception. And sometimes we all really struggle with being able to receive. You know, there are takers that have no problem receiving, but oftentimes Pisces are givers. And a lot of times givers do have a hard time opening up to receive, or even believing that it's their turn to receive. You know, they're always kind of more focused on what they can contribute rather than what they can get from a situation. And that's what I see in this innocence card. I see a really beautiful heart chakra, like a really pure energy of, you know, it is kind of that lottery ticket of, you know, who am I going to help? How am I going to make a contribution? How am I going to make this, you know, be a productive win? You know, how am I going to do the most with this? And how am I going to reward those people who have been, you know, super loyal to me, or who have, you know, been a source of strength or support in my life for me? And that is a very innocent place. You know, it is a very, you know, there's a really pure heart chakra auric energy with this innocence card. And it says, okay, beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. Give us any guilt, anger, or blame, that we may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. You know, this feels like Pisces, let go, you know, give to the universe all of those past hopes that didn't happen, that didn't materialize. Just hand them over to the universe and trust and say, you know what, if that had been meant for me, it would have happened. And one of these days, one of these doors is going to unlock. One of these days, one of these times is going to be for me. And I trust you, universe, to open the right doors and to keep the others closed. I trust you. And then you can be at peace, and you can be at acceptance with the past and everything that's happened. And it will make it easier for you to genuinely open up to receive what wants to come in. Now you have the opportunity to forgive. And it says, this situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. My God, you guys, literally, this is my meditation. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Guys, this is about cleansing out your auric field, your heart space. You got a big love coming in here. You've got a big opportunity for something really heart-centered. And this is going to require you to trust on a different level, and to have hope on a different level, and to keep your vibration high on a different level. And it requires you to clear out the cobwebs in the closet and the burdens and the shit that you don't need to carry anymore. It probably wasn't even yours to begin with. It's probably someone else's crap that you've been carrying for years for them. Okay? Because something, you got to have space. You've got to be open to receive. That is what I'm getting here very, very strongly. There's something, it's your time, Pisces, and there's something that wants to come in. Let's see what it is. Oh my God, yeah. Oh, what in the world, you guys? What in the world, you guys? What in the world? If this is not confirmation, I do not know what is. I do not know. Honey and Bhakti, no. Ouch, honey, honey, stop. Oh my gosh, you guys, oh my God. She just like pile drived my knee into my desk frame. Oh, she is a 90-pound dog that thinks that she's 5 pounds. Oh, and she's a puppy. And oh my God, hopefully that just gets better, because right now I cannot bend my knee at all. Okay, I know you didn't mean it. I know, but you gotta lay down, girl. You gotta lay down. You just have to. Yeah, you just got to. I know. Oh my gosh, you guys. Wow. Bhakti, no, we're not fighting over the bone. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I may just, I don't know if I can keep going. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh my gosh. I think I really, like, oh my gosh. Whew. Oh my gosh. I have a metal frame, on this desk, and she just like pushed my kneecap and my knee into the desk and then like moved it. And I used to play volleyball because I'm very tall. I was a spiker, and I came down on a setter in high school and tore all of the cartilage off the back of my kneecap. So I have no cartilage on the back of my kneecap, and wow. Okay. Always an interesting day here, huh? Oh my gosh, I can't move my knee at all. It's crazy. I cannot move it at all. Okay, wow. It was like a twist, and man, holy smokes. Okay. I feel like I just tore my ACL. I feel like y'all were here for it. Cause yeah, I can't, yeah. All right, but you know what? I feel so strongly about this message. I feel like I could just leave it here. But I also feel so strongly about this message that I want to keep going. So we're gonna try. We're just gonna see. I'm just not gonna move my knee, and then I will put ice on it at the end of this. All right. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so let's talk about these cards though, because even though they are really showing up as the energy of my meditation here, you know, it's showing you that this sadness or this feeling that everything isn't going to work out or doesn't work out for you, it's coming from past pain. It's coming from a space where things didn't work out for you. But you know, there's always that moment where it all kind of makes sense, where it all kind of comes together, and we understand like why the things didn't work out that didn't work out, and you know, and we get to experience the I want to say the magnitude of a really high. So it's kind of, it's like, and this fear is a doorway, right? Because everything that we want is on the other side of fear. And when it comes to this kind of energy, we have to ask ourselves, what are we really afraid of? This is past hurt, past pain. This is, you know, maybe at times in our life, we felt like we were under a dark cloud. Like no matter what we did, no matter what we hoped for, it just never seemed to pan out. Wow, ear ringing on my right side, major, 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 major right now. It just never seemed to pan out. And it was never our lucky break. It was never our lucky moment. And so we learned from that experience to stop getting our hopes up, to stop thinking, okay, this time it's it. This time we're going to make it. This time, you know? But it's funny because it's almost like when you give up hope, it happens. And it's interesting because what does happen here, we start to become detached, right? We start automatically, when we don't want to get our hopes up, there is an element of detachment there from the outcome. It's kind of like, well, whatever, as long as we don't go negative, there's a detachment there, a neutral detachment. And maybe that is part of what needed to happen, is that we stopped trying to control the outcome. We stopped believing that we knew what was best, and we started trusting the universe, you know, and we started just allowing life to be what it is without needing it to be something else. Because when we get disappointed, a lot of times that's because we've gotten attached to an outcome, and then that outcome doesn't happen. And so the key really in life is to stay detached. And so if you can acknowledge that you are afraid, or acknowledge that because of past pain, you have a hard time opening up, but you can sort of say anyway, I am open to receiving all forms of abundance, until you really mean it. And until, and the one of the key parts, what I just got, is all forms. Not just what I want, not just what I'm specifically ordering up and asking for, but all forms of abundance. I trust you to know what I need in this moment. I trust you to know what is in my highest and best, and I am open to receiving that. Okay. Oh, you guys, my knee is messed up. Yeah, my knee is really messed up. Okay, but we're doing it. Oh my gosh. Oh, wait till I call my husband and tell him this. And the thing is, she's a lab, so you have to walk her. Like, you can't. She has to get exercise. Okay, but anyway, those are all later problems. Oh my God, it's funny. I was saying that, and I picked up that, and it says later on it. Wow, you walked away from someone. You know, Pisces, I think you've been really focused on your life goals. And so when something isn't in alignment with your life goals, or isn't in alignment with how you're seeing your future, or what you feel you need for your future, you know it. Because when you're super aligned with what is meant for you, what is not in alignment with it stands out like a sore thumb. And this is standing out like a sore thumb. Or something stood out like a sore thumb. Something was not, you know, I'm getting 8 cups here. You guys keep getting this energy of 8 cups. You know, it may have been something that you were investing in, or something that you were really hopeful about at one time, something that you were really pouring into. But it feels very much like it reached some kind of height, and that height wasn't what you needed or wanted in a relationship. It was missing your wish fulfillment. And it's kind of like you have your eyes on having everything that you want. You have your eyes on your wish fulfillment, and you are aligned with it energetically, or you are aligning with it. And so when this wasn't that, it became clear. And I feel like you walked away because you were like, you know what? I'm only doing wish fulfillment right now. I'm not entertaining less than that. I'm not settling, and I'm not making excuses, and I'm not. And I feel like, you know, you walked away, and I feel like you haven't really reached out to this person. I don't feel like this person has really reached out to you. I feel like they are missing you. I feel like you missed them for a while. I feel like this was not an easy choice. And I feel like you've really had to, Bhakti, that is enough. No. No, no, and no. We are not doing that. I already got hurt. You know, this is an energy of, you know, I know what I want, and I know what it looks like, and I know what is going to take for me to do this. And it's going to take for me to only focus on what I want. And so if something is draining me, or if I'm putting a lot of energy into something and it's not, it doesn't seem to be able to rise to meet this occasion, then I've got to call my energy back, because I need to focus all my available energy towards the things that are, you know, resonating as wish fulfillment here. And I think this person is really feeling heavy regret for missing the opportunity. You know what, before I go into the tarot, I just want to clarify this. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to do this, because I'm struggling. The good thing about what I do is that, one, I get to sit down, but two, I really wanted to set this over here, but I feel like I don't have enough room. Guys, we have the Hermit and the Page of Swords in reverse with the Star card. So yeah, there's no communication here, but this person is definitely thinking about it. When this person thinks about you, Pisces, when they look back, they realize that you're everything that they ever wanted. You were their wish fulfillment. And I think, you know, with this Hermit energy, you know, the Hermit is very focused on the star inside the lantern. And the Hermit is, they're by themselves. And I'm getting that energy heavily here. I feel like this person with the Page of Swords, it's not a super serious energy. They may have also been, I want to say, a little bit of a poor communicator or afraid to say something here. There's also an energy here of like trying not to look at your social media, trying not to think about this, trying to let go of it. But it's like they've already had this internal realization that you were everything that they ever wanted or could ever want. Maybe you're even more than what they wanted, and maybe that's why they weren't able to rise up to meet this occasion. With the Hermit, it's like they can't think about anything else. They can't focus on anything else. Everything that they try to focus on is like now they're seeing how you would have played an integral role in it. Like, Bhakti, no. Bubby, mommy needs you to cooperate. No, we're laying down, honey. Lay down. Lay down. You're going to have to lay down. But honey, lay down. There's just this energy here of, it's like where they could focus on their future and just see, you know, like goals or achievement or work or this or that and have it be enough, or almost the status quo for some people, or, you know, the status quo just like more amped up. This person is, it's like now when they look at it, it's like all they can see is the star. I mean, and you are the star. They've had that realization. They can't unsee it. This person may have been really immature with what you gave them. They may have let it go straight to their head, is what I'm getting. Like, that it's possible that it went straight to their head, that they sort of landed maybe the object of a lot of people's affection. You know, maybe you were a sought after person. The star is a sought after person. And they may have let it really go to their head. What are these person's feelings? What is this person feeling for Pisces? That you were a spiritual lesson. Yeah. They're healing. They're trying to heal. This is a major moment of evolution for this person, of centering in their own energy. This person may have blonde hair. Actually, I'm getting blonde hair or brown hair. This person, they're having some kind of spiritual enlightenment here. They're learning a very important lesson for sure about giving and about generosity and about receiving and what you were actually offering them and what you were actually willing to give them or capable of giving them. Oof. This is not an easy lesson, and it's one that they will continue to integrate for a long time. What is the best possible outcome with this person? You've got the Knight of Swords coming towards the Empress with the Knight of Cups. Oh, shoot. Pisces, what this is saying is when you have two knights and you're reading like this, there are two people coming at you. And this person, they may even see this other person coming, or they may just feel this other person coming energetically, or they may suspect that there's another person coming because you're in the Empress energy and they're seeing you this way. You know, you're abundant, you're beautiful, and you're not chasing, you're not worried, you're completely unbothered. And maybe you are bothered, but you're not giving that impression. And wow, I'm getting this 3. I am so drawn to the 3 on this card. 1, 2, 3. Wow. You're so unbothered. And it can't even be that you have the attitude that like, okay, if it isn't this person, then this isn't my person. Then someone else will come along, someone better, someone ready and willing to offer me their heart or something real or something emotional or what this person wasn't capable of offering me in the first place. And I think this person is trying to beat somebody else to the punch. You know, it's like they're trying to come in here and speak their truth before you can get away from them. I think you're still focused on your life goals. Okay, so anyway, so the best potential outcome here for this person is that they wake up, figure this out, and come in to speak their truth before they lose the chance to someone else. All right. Now let's dive into the tarot. What does Pisces need to know right now, please, Spirit? I was very drawn to use this deck as well. I don't usually use this deck very often, and I get really strong messages, wow, from this deck. So it's a very interesting choice today. Okay, you guys are getting the King of Wands and Justice, and then the Knight of Cups and the 3 of Swords. So yeah, there was someone that came out, they wanted you and they took action and they came for you, and now they're getting their karmic justice. These cups being facing each other, this is a very unusual justice card. I think this person basically sees things in black and white, and I think everything sort of has to be their idea. They can't be like sort of moved into, you know, seeing something in a different point of view. I mean, I don't know. This person is experiencing a kind of karmic justice for being the kind of person that goes after what they want and takes action. And it's almost as if what I'm getting is they came in like they knew what they wanted, like they were sure of it. And they definitely gave you that impression. And I think that you responded in kind, like you were like, okay, I trust this. And I feel like then they didn't deliver on it. And I feel like they are definitely suffering because of it. Then you have this Knight of Cups with this 3 of Swords. which I need to clarify this Three of Swords. And I feel like this is a separate person. Could be another Pisces, actually. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh, geez. Oh, my. Okay. So this Knight of Cups energy is someone who, they're nursing a broken heart. And they're still, they have either just come to clarity about a past situation, or they're getting clarity now. They may also be getting clarity through their interaction with you, Pisces. Not that you're explaining it to them, but that you're presenting them with such a different experience, such a different choice, that it's like putting it in perspective for them. You know, it's like, oh, wow, that's why that didn't work. This is someone who I think kind of wasn't taking life super seriously. I think they may have been someone where there was maybe a lot of competition for their attention. They didn't have to try hard. They didn't have to work hard. They just sort of went from, you know, person to person that sort of interests them without getting really serious. I think that they're looking at their life now and kind of realizing that they need to get serious, or that they want to choose to get serious. I think, you know, they definitely have regrets. I mean, the Three of Swords will do that to you. You know, whenever you are suffering, whenever you are having heartache, you typically regret whatever choice or decision you made that kind of, you know, took you to that place that made you vulnerable to that type of suffering. And, you know, but I love this Hangman energy here, because it's like this person is, you know, it's like they're having some kind of awakening or deeper understanding. First of all, they're open to it. Second of all, it feels like, you know, it's like, I don't want to say they were asking for it, because I don't think that they even had the words to ask for it. If I'm being totally honest with you, just, it feels like this person was kind of immature, or had sort of done something the same way their whole life, or, you know, was an attractive person, or a charismatic person, or a really likable person, you know. They might have a strong water placement or fire placement. They might have both. That's pretty irresistible. You know, this is like somebody who could be like a Cancer rising or a Cancer Venus, where they really kind of make other people feel seen and heard, or even Pisces. But they also may have been sort of bold and attention seeking, or liking, or, you know, like a fire sign. Like with the Knight, maybe their Mercury or their Aries was in a fire sign. It feels like, you know, they were kind of going along with this without really introspecting, without really having these Hangman moments, without really asking themselves, you know, what kind of life are you planning? What kind of life are you trying to create? And it feels like this suffering sort of brought them to this place where they started to open up to thinking about things like that. Or, you know, maybe they even have people in their life that were kind of talking to them about that, but they weren't really hearing them, or they were like, yeah, okay, well, this is how I'm doing that. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's waking up to this idea that they have a choice, or that there's a different way, or that they can choose their future, or they can create their future, the future that they desire, that they can have a vision, that they can have this is what I want, and they can work toward it, and they can work toward creating it and manifesting it. You know, I just feel like this is someone who saw things very much the same way for a long period of time, and it didn't allow them to grow beyond that kind of experience. And I think, you know, the universe has all kinds of ways of getting us ready or, you know, open to receiving a message, right? Or like growth, or, you know, busting down our own walls, you know, and a lot of times that comes from suffering. Suffering is one of the biggest catalysts for growth. And so I think that's what happened to this person. And I think their desire not to suffer has kind of led them to being more open to receiving, you know, some kind of enlightenment or some kind of knowledge or some kind of, you know, this idea that maybe they do have a choice here. With the Five of Cups, it's like, yeah, these things I can't do anything about, but I only have, you know, these two cups left. I can't mess them up. I can't take them before I'm ready. You know, I've got to kind of stand here and stay inside myself, inside my own energy until I'm ready to like step up to these two cups. You have the Fool card on the bottom of the deck. I honestly think both of these people are thinking about taking some kind of leap of faith towards you. And it's sort of like which one can come to a place of peace and acceptance with the past and put themselves in a position to take a complete and total leap of faith towards you first. You know what I mean? It does feel like a kind of a race to the finish, especially with this Five of Wands energy, because I think you have, I mean, I'm seeing competition here, period. So, you know, take it as it resonates, but let's clarify these. Oh my, yeah. Oh God. Oh my. Well, there you go, guys. So this past person who I think is getting their karmic justice, you know, I don't see a lot of change in their energy. Here we have the King of Wands clarifying the King of Wands with this Justice card. You know, there are all of these stars around the wand. So it's kind of almost as if they're doubling down on wanting you. But there isn't something deeper than that happening here, you know, at least not yet in this reading. But I do feel that this is a very masculine energy that is like, I know what I want and I'm going to get it. You know, I don't want someone else getting what I want. You know, I want what I want, you know, and it's kind of, there's a real energy, possibly this is a Leo or an Aries. I mean, it could be a Sagittarius too, but it just feels more like a Leo or Aries energy. It's this energy of just wanting what they want. It's not, you know, this is something that is just always going to burn out unless there's something else with it. And so if this person does have feelings for you, which they very well may, you know, we have the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. They may sense that you're a soulmate for them or that they could have a really special connection with you. But this isn't seeming to be what's motivating them. What's motivating them is just this want, this desire. And that is an energy that burns very quickly, you know? So it feels more like a repetition in a cycle here than an elevation to something new or different. Like the connection itself has not changed. You were a soulmate then, you are a soulmate now. You see what I'm saying? With this other person, I feel very much like, and there's an element of competition even for this King of Wands I just got when I saw this Empress card. Because remember when we were clarifying that person's energy and the best possible outcome, it's like the moment someone else sees you as the Empress, this person is like intensifies, you know, they're like, I'm going to get there first, you know? But it was this Swords energy. It was the Knight of Swords. It's like, I'm not really thinking about it. I don't really have a plan about it, but I just got to get there before someone else does, you know, because this is my wish. This is my want. This is my star. It's not a super great feeling, you guys, seriously. I mean, there's something, I mean, it's nice to be desired, right? That always feels really good, but it's not enough, you know? I mean, you be the judge, but, this other person, it feels much more like this is someone who's having some kind of spiritual awakening, and they're really seeing that you're the type of person, you know, you are the choice of their future where they are actively creating what they want. You're the person that they can join with to have kind of the dream, you know what I mean? That they can have sort of everything. I did just get this feeling of like knowing that they would be the envy of like at least their friends, or you know, there is something about you, something in your energy, something that you're giving off. I think it's this innocence energy where it's like you're very desirable, you know, you're very attractive to people. And I think it's because of your purity, Pisces. And I don't mean that like even you're a virgin. I mean that like you have pure intent. And so, yeah, I feel like this person, it feels like they're trying to get themselves ready. Like they're still, you know, we still see that Three of Swords. We're still seeing this Knight of Wands in reverse. Like they're still getting there. You know what I mean? They're not there. They're still in the Hangman energy. They're not prepared to really make a strong move. But they definitely have this connection in mind, I feel like. You know, that Five of Wands energy, sorry guys, I can't lean forward, it hurts my knee. That Five of Wands in those cards up there, hopefully you know what I'm talking about. That is kind of war energy, right? That's competition energy. And this person may have enjoyed that for a period of time of, you know, people fighting over them, or being the object of what people wanted. They may have really liked that. It may have really fed something inside themselves. But they're always sort of, well, not always, there doesn't always come a time for everyone, but when you become spiritually enlightened, that really starts to be a turn off rather than a turn on. Because, you know, those people that are willing to fight for you, or that are, I don't want to say everyone that's willing to fight for you, but those people that are in that energy are typically people that are learning lessons, and are typically people who don't really understand their own worth or value, and think that they have to kind of resort to this kind of thing to get someone's attention, or to like quote unquote win. Once you become spiritually enlightened, you realize that life was never about winning at all, you know? And so that competition and stuff doesn't interest you. In fact, you won't even participate in it. You just don't care. I mean, you'll compete with yourself, right? But like, and I mean, maybe like if you run marathons or whatever, that's still a very internal competition. I don't think I'm going to be running a marathon anytime soon, guys. But it's more about you with you always than it is you with the outside world. Like that is almost like a cornerstone or a foundational piece of spiritual enlightenment, or at least the way I've experienced it. And you know, who am I to tell you what it is? But and it's very different for everyone, I believe. But it's kind of like this person is realizing, like, you know what, that energy is what led me to my suffering. That energy of just like, oh, I can just move on, or I can just do this, I can just do that, until the wrong person gets their hooks in you. And then it's like all of a sudden you're having to heal for quite a while, and you're going through suffering, you're going through pain. And so there's just this energy of okay, you know what, the only thing that is going to change my circumstances, and the only thing that is going to change, you know, my trajectory, is me making this choice to create the future that I want. And then it's like, boom, they're looking straight at you, Pisces. They're like, and you know what, that's who I need to take with me. That's who I need to be my partner in this journey. And it may, you know, with the Two of Cups and the Empress, this is sometimes that energy of like, I don't even know why I'm so attracted to you, or I don't even know how I know that about you, but I just know that about you. You know, I just sense that about you. There's a spiritualness about this. There's an energy of when I'm with you, when I'm in your presence, I just feel better. I feel healed. You know, and these other situations, it's like it makes them feel exhausted. It makes them feel drained. And then it's like they spend time with you and they're like, wow, that was different. That was remarkable. You know, I feel changed for the better. I feel healed. I feel, you know, I like that, you know. It can really be that simple. All right. Here we go. Oh my goodness. And we have the Tower, folks. Oh, wow. There is a competition brewing here, Pisces. Whether you know it, whether you can see it, whether you know who this is or where it's coming from, there is a competition coming. Someone may have strong Cancer placement here with the Chariot, or Scorpio with the Tower. Plus we have that Hangman with the Pisces. A lot of water energy here. We also have Virgo here with the Hermit coming out for a second time. And we also have Libra and Taurus with that Empress energy. So a lot of zodiac signs coming out. Oh, and we also have the Libra with the Justice card. So wow, yeah, I mean, this could be anyone, right? But there is an energy here with a lot of balance. We have Temperance, the Chariot, Justice. You know, these are all about balance. And so I do feel like this person over here they're working to become balanced and become aligned and to, I feel like, grow up. You know, they may have been a bit of a Peter Pan, or just, it feels more like I sort of just done it this way my whole life. I never thought about doing it a different way, or, you know, but it's like something smacked them in the face. And I think it was a heartbreak that made them think, yeah, no, it's time for me to grow up. And it could just be a combination of a lot of things. I'm actually getting like a three-pronged thing. They could have had a financial disruption. They could have had, you know, then this heartbreak, and they could have lost someone who was really important to them, or, you know what I mean? Or their friends could be in the process of growing up as well. I mean, who knows, right? But it feels like there are multiple things, like tributaries, contributing to this like larger movement in their life. There is a big collision energy happening here. It's like both of these people are sort of in this hermit mode, or sort of really reflecting, and are sort of trying to get their shit together, to be honest with you. They're really thinking here. And then I think they may both make a move at the same time. Oh, wow. I wanted to just clarify these two energies. You see that Three of Swords coming out again, and then you see the Seven of Wands. So, and this Seven of Wands looks very similar to that King of Wands. I feel like someone is trying to protect their turf, or trying to, it's almost like like, the star is mine. Like, buddy, go find your own thing, because the star is mine. And they are kind of trying to protect themselves from some kind of heartbreak. You know, they are trying to, you know, guard themselves from actually feeling the loss of you, is what is coming through here very strongly. It's like they don't want to feel that. Until someone else takes you away from them, they are in a state of denial. They're kind of in this state of, I want that. I'm going to take action on it. That will be mine. But when someone else comes in, they will be blocked from getting you, and even from thinking about it, and even from dreaming about it, because now it adds another layer. You know, you would have to not pick them. You would have to, you'd have to make a choice. And it feels like, I don't know that this person feels like you would choose them based on their past behavior. And they don't want to feel that heartbreak. So there is something here about protecting their territory, or that's how they feel, which doesn't feel very good, Pisces. I'm just going to say. My knee is starting to throb pretty bad, so I'm just going to kind of like not take so much time here. But this reading wants to come out, and so it will drive me crazy, and I don't need my knee and this information driving me crazy. So we'll just get it out here. With this Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, when it comes to the Chariot energy, this person is trying to overcome the obstacles. You know, they're trying to get themselves out of this kind of immature energy where there's a lot of drama and chaos and competition for their attention. It's like, no, they're not really interested in that. They need to take a stand against that. That's what led to their heartbreak. And once they do that, once they take a definitive stand against it, once they choose having a soulmate connection here or a higher love experience, they're coming forward in an energy of being ready to link up with their partner. What is the Tower? What is the Tower, please? What is the Tower? Can I get one more for the Tower? Yeah. Okay. Oh my God, you guys, with the Virgo energy. Pisces, you have two kings, the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups, with the Ten of Swords between them and the Three of Pentacles. You've got one person that has already experienced a really difficult ending, who I think has learned a lot about emotional maturity through that ending. And then you've got someone who's very self-assured, who sort of feels like they can turn it on anytime. I feel like they had all that they needed to commit in the first place, but they chose not to. And I feel like they're trying to prevent a really difficult ending. I do think that both of these people, again, are in this hermit energy. They're both really thinking about what they need and want. So for some of you, you haven't met this new person yet. This person is still in their hermit mode. You know, they're not out and about meeting people, or they're not ready. They're sort of still kind of figuring it out. What do they want? What are they looking for? And they may even be really manifesting you in this process of focusing on what they want and it being you. With the Three of Pentacles here, you're going to have to choose between these two people of who you want to share a future plan with and who you want to build with. And it's like, here you are working on your own thing, building your own thing, and here you have these two people. One of them's like, hey, can we forgive and make up and move beyond? And there's someone else here who's like, hey, give me a shot. You know, here's my vision, here's my plan. How does that sound to you? It feels like the King of Cups has already had their difficult ending. It feels like the King of Pentacles is cruising for the bruising. You know, if they don't, you know, the Hermit can take them to the place that they need to be, but it hasn't yet, it feels like. Wow. Okay. Wow. Pisces, oh, wow. You know, you have the High Priestess and the Four of Swords, and look at that Four of Swords, she's sleeping, which always is like Piscean energy. Pisces needs sleep, you know, really and truly. I feel that way. You got to recharge your battery. I feel like you give so much to the world and you take on so much energy of the world that it's like you need sleep to sort of put distance between you and all that frenetic energy. Yeah. I just got this energy of being like a natural energy transmuter, like an amoeba that's just sort of going through life, that's taking on energy and spitting it out differently, you know, transforming it into something higher and better. And you need rest right now. And you need freedom from all these thoughts. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this, but Navy pilots, they have to be able to sleep whenever and wherever they can. And so they have this like black box self-guided meditation that they do that instantly puts you to sleep. I'd never heard of it until very recently, and I think you can find it on YouTube. But a friend of mine sent me it, or I don't know how. I don't know if it was a text or email or what. Anyway, I don't know if it was YouTube or what. Anyway, but it's a self-guided thing and it's guaranteed to put you to sleep. So if you're having trouble sleeping or you're having trouble getting distance between you and this thought or these thoughts or this energy of all the world or the worries of the world or maybe even, you know, the political climate of the world and what's freaking going on this planet is bothering you, like whatever it may be, you need space and distance. You need rest from it. So this black here, it is what is giving me this black box technique, where it's like, you know, really rest is the best thing for you, I'm getting. And so, you know, like it actually, like even getting rest generates your ideas and generates this energy around hope, and success. It generates more energy around the light and it pulls you out of this heavier, darker energy. Yeah, definitely. It's rest. So it could even be meditation. If you have struggles sleeping, maybe you can meditate. I don't know, heavy meditation energy there. But there is a decision coming about who do you want to work with. And there are opportunities here. I even feel like it's more than just these two people. I feel like it's in life. It may even be in work. But you've got an Emperor coming in. Wow. Knight of Swords, Page of Wands. Look at this. You have the Emperor and then you have the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands. So they're both this King of Wands and this Knight of Cups are really trying to elevate into this divine masculine form. One of them, though, I feel like is coming forward to protect their territory. It's like their thoughts go crazy and they just want to throw this, you're their world. And they may not be ready to step up to the plate, but they sure as hell are going to try to protect it from getting taken from them. That's how they're seeing it, I can just tell you. And this person who is ready to choose you, who feels like this is a stroke of luck and of genius that they even found you, and they can see how their whole world would flourish having you in it. And they're holding some kind of flame for you here. And you have the Ace of Cups. So there is some kind of new beginning in love coming with a divine masculine. And it is, be very careful which one you're choosing here. Yeah, a lot will be learned. A lot will be learned. In this experience here. Someone's going to make you an offer, Pisces. And wow. Someone's going to make you an offer and someone's going to be stuck. Like, this double energy is really giving me like someone who feels like they can't free themselves from desiring you. It's almost like an obsession type energy. Oh, yep. They can't free themselves from knowing you were the one and you got away. And you thought it was in your highest and best good to sail away from this person. And that's heartbreaking. That is just heartbreaking. But the person that you love, the person that you covet, the person that is your world, thinks that they're better off without you. That is a toughie to live with. And that is going to bring about its own kind of heartbreak and its own kind of lesson. With the King of Swords, Pisces, you're going to be making a choice. There's going to be at least one strong conversation coming. And I feel like this is a very objective decision. Yep. It's how do I see my future? Look at that. Who is really showing up? The Emperor. Damn, that Knight of Swords. Look at that. It's just everywhere. This is your choice. This is your decision. This is what kind of future are you creating? And you having this choice at all is your karma, is your good luck for your innocence and for your intentions that you have set forth in love throughout your experience. And you have become the Empress. You have become what other people must rise up to meet, to get, to have, and must put themselves out there to be chosen. Not to choose, but to be chosen. And that is a hella huge accomplishment I am getting. Wow. This is your karmic reward, Pisces. Okay, so you may not see this yet. You may not know this person yet, but it is coming. All right, Pisces, let me get you some message cards. If you're dealing with a water sign, which some of you are, you're getting wait for me. See, they're in hermit mode. I'm sorry I triggered you. I can't walk away. What we have is soul recognition. So things might not have progressed very far with this person, but enough happened that it has really triggered some kind of major spiritual awakening for this person, okay? This might not be love yet, right? But this is, wait, this is all my hopes. This is all my dreams. I can see my life flourishing with you. I can see this as my way out of this lower vibrational space I've been occupying, you know, and my way out of the energy that got me into this suffering to begin with, right? Okay, if you're dealing with a fire sign, which some of you definitely are, sorry, I thought there was a flipper, but there is not. Sometimes they just act like they're going to flip. You are getting, you will always be my secret love. Maybe you didn't want to be a secret love. They're annoyed. They're annoyed that they have to protect you, their situation. You give me so much to look forward to. This person still daydreams and fantasizes about you. I am making plans, yep, because they want you and they want to go after what they want. I remember everything that you said. Okay, if you're dealing with an earth sign, you're getting old flame. You were so unexpected. This person wasn't ready for you when you came in. You are the only one who truly gets me. They understand that you understand them like no other. I had no idea you would end up meaning so much for me. They were not prepared. You are the one. They know it. I want to be vulnerable with you. They want to do something different. And if you're dealing with an air sign, you're getting nostalgic. I am choosing you. If I had known then what I know now, the changes are real. I'm working on myself. Distant. Wow. I mean, my God, you guys, those energies are exactly what we saw in this reading. Okay, this is what I have for you today, Pisces. I really hope it helps, and I really hope that I didn't tear my ACL during this reading. How crazy would that be? You would have been here for it. But it hurts like a son of a gun, so I'm going to go put some ice on it and elevate it because I know that's what to do. Until next time, I send you off with all my very best. Always, always, always. Bye-bye, guys.